Awesome. Welcome back to Mind Your Biz. I'm at Bitcoin Miami 2023, and I ran into the man himself. I love this guy's work, and it's funny. We've interacted mostly from a distance on Twitter and then other platforms, but Seth, who no longer goes by his surname publicly, but Seth for privacy, great to see you, man.
Yeah, good to be here, and I'm glad we got to finally meet in person. I mean, like you said, we've crossed paths so many times over the years on Twitter and talking about privacy projects and have a very similar ethos, so it's been good to be able to meet, chat in person, get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. That, and I mean, credit where it's due. Seth has contributed so much in terms of technical writing that becomes more accessible to people, in being more sovereign with the way that you either host a full node or that you might just commit to better practices in the way that you hold your keys. And so it's no shock that you were pegged by Foundation Devices to come on board and just continue doing what you already do as a passionate advocate, but for them. So, I mean, like, this will be a little bit of a meta interview, because I've been following your work since before you were at Foundation Devices, but from Seth for privacy, why are you excited about Foundation Devices?
Yeah, I mean, the real reason I came here was that I could finally be with people who I aligned with, people who really see the need for personal privacy, for personal sovereignty, for really reclaiming our freedom from the ground up by using the tools that are available, by building better tools than we've had available. It finally saw the chance to jump into Bitcoin full-time and jump into building really freedom tools full-time to make it easier for people to kind of take back control, to stop having to trust corporate, large companies that just want to consume that data and sell it, stop having to trust governments, stop having to trust any kind of third party, and really take things into their own hands. So it was an awesome opportunity, very much aligned with this company where we hate walled gardens, we hate closed source tech, we hate closed source software. We want things to be open, available, verifiable. We want to remove trust from the equation. So it's been awesome to be able to work here, giving me a lot more time to work on educational resources, content creation, all the things that I really love and have valued in the space, and doing that in a way that really helps to break down the barrier to using Bitcoin every day.
That's awesome. So I feel like we're having sort of an extended family reunion in terms of privacy and freedom advocates, but let's keep the main thing here. Let's do maybe a 30 to 60 second overview of Foundation Devices and its flagship product, the Passport 2. How can you distill that into something that the audience will just kind of understand really fast and see the case for?
Yeah, so Foundation, we build Bitcoin-centric tools to help you reclaim your digital sovereignty. So really, for us, that starts with Bitcoin, because when you have financial freedom, you really unlock the rest of your human rights, the rest of the things that you should have as far as freedoms are concerned. So that starts with Bitcoin. So our main two products right now are Passport, which is a Bitcoin hardware wallet that's very, very easy to use. It's highly secure, but it's not that thing that you're terrified to actually get out and use. It's not that thing that you can't recommend to your cousin or your grandma or somebody else. It's something it's very beautiful, very intuitive, and very simple to use. It holds your hand and makes the process of actually holding your own keys with Bitcoin, actually reclaiming your privacy with Bitcoin, doing these things in a way that's very, very approachable. So that's kind of our solution for holding your wealth in Bitcoin, but also we're very big on actually using Bitcoin as a tool, using it as a medium of exchange. So we just launched Envoy, our mobile app, as a full standalone Bitcoin wallet this week. So it's a very simple, easy to use, beautiful is really a focus of ours. So it's something that takes 60 seconds to get onboarded, get set up. If you lose your phone, you want to recover funds, 2 taps, all your Bitcoin's back in there. We'll be expanding it with privacy tooling and other things that will help you to continue to really reclaim your freedom.
Yeah, I'm gonna tattle on you right there. I had an interview with the Samurai dev, and he mentioned he tattled on Envoy that there was some roadmap items in terms of integration of Whirlpool. If I'm not off base in just mentioning that,
no.
So you were already. If your ears were burning a few weeks ago, it's because we were chatting about Envoy Wallet.
I didn't know that was out there, so you're a little bit ahead of the curve. But definitely something we're working on, because we view privacy as the ends to a means, and that means is freedom. We want people to really have that. And if you're using a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, where it is transparent by default, some of that freedom that you gain from it can be encroached upon. So we want to make sure that personal privacy is not complex, not difficult, not achievable just for the tech-savvy people among us, but it's something that anyone can jump into and gain the most freedom possible from Bitcoin. So it's definitely an essential piece of that toolkit.
Okay, that's awesome. Can we get a quick visual on one of the units here real fast? I've got unboxing footage, and I feel like I should probably just dovetail that into this, a little bit of post-work.
Yeah,
we've got some unboxing, great, sexy footage of this device, which is itself one of the sexiest wallets I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's amazing. From design like you said, all the thought into the open source stack that you're using, the roadmapped items for potentially enhanced privacy tools. It's just, there's so much attention to detail across so many facets, and it is like, that metaphorical gem you guys have like been polishing for some time from so many different sides. For me, it's hard to overstate how the fit and finish is like, this is aspirational quality that other hardware wallet manufacturers, they should be worried.
Yeah,
like
we do things from a design-first approach. We design everything we do, and then we actually go out and build it, because Bitcoin really deserves tools that are enjoyable to use, enjoyable to hold, enjoyable to look at. We don't want Bitcoin to be this thing that you have to hide in a closet and pretend like you don't use it, or that you can't get someone you love comfortable using it. This is something I want my wife to be able to pick up and use. If I'm, God forbid, killed or something, I could not imagine walking here through using like a ledger device or something like that. So it needs to be intuitive, and it's also just something I want to be able to show to my relatives, get them excited about the idea of actually using Bitcoin, actually holding their own keys. I think a lot of that comes from putting design first when we're building these things, not sacrificing on security, but putting design first so that these tools are beautiful, intuitive to use, familiar, and not something that adds barriers. Grokking Bitcoin and grokking these concepts and taking that leap into personal responsibility it's a big step. It's hard enough. So we really want to remove any extra barriers that are there and make it as simple as possible for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Definitely my experience with the device in terms of unboxing, just getting the initial setup just done, and all those steps. Like everything you said totally rings true of my experience, limited experience with the device so far. So yeah, when I saw you guys had a booth here, I was like, we got to do an interview right here, because I want my audience to know, like, everything I've experienced of what you guys are building here is like, it's what hardware wallets are supposed to be. Like, we always complain about onboarding and, oh no, it's the user experience gap, UX is not there. It's like, okay, well, build something.
Exactly.
It's all on the open source, just build something. You guys went ahead and did it, and no, it's impressive.
Yeah, it's high praise, thank you. Really excited to hear more of your thoughts too as you use Passport more, and it's something that hopefully will get lots and lots of people jumping into really gaining the most freedom they can through Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, now I feel obligated. More content on the Passport as I use it. I will say, I'll just, spoiler alert, it did travel to Bali, Indonesia with me. So it's gone international with me a couple places, and
I like it.
I play this stuff close to the vest for a while. So when I come out with its little journey, hopefully it's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to seeing that.